You're crazy. Am I? Yes. Am I? Yes. Am I?
Callum Hudson Odosi, if that's how you pronounce his last bit, right? Chelsea football player, superstar. What else? He earns £180,000 a week. I think you have to take that into consideration where I'm going next, yeah? This, a couple of days ago, he got accused of rape, yeah? A 19-year-old girl rang up the hospital at something like 5 o'clock in the morning saying that she feels unwell. And after they've done what they've got to do and tested her and whatever, the story is that she's claiming that he raped her. I shouldn't laugh. I shouldn't know, right? This is a serious accusation and I shouldn't laugh, yeah? Right, but the reason why I had to laugh, yeah, is because this thing just reeks of BS so much, yeah? And, you know, clout chasers are just clout chasers. They just do madness just to keep themselves in the limelight and the fame. Now, I'm not saying... Now, before you jump down my throat, yeah, and say, how can you dare, you know, take the piss out of rape? Rape is a serious thing and young women are getting raped and it's nothing to be laughed at. I know that. I ain't that stupid. I know 100% that rape is a serious thing, yeah? And assault, even assault, is a serious thing. Someone being forced upon against their own will, yeah? Serious thing. I ain't laughing at that, right? But what I am laughing at, or what I am kind of like taking piss out of, is the fact that this kind of story here is a joke, yeah? Because unlike a woman that... No, actually, let's go through the story, yeah, how I see it, yeah? Yeah, right. It probably make more sense. So, this woman, or this young lady, should I say, yeah, and her friends, because her friends have something to do with this too, yeah, have got in contact with Callum somehow. And I can only assume, right, but I put my house on it, yeah, that it's going to be through a social media site, because according to the paper, they were talking online, right? So therefore, it's going to be through one of those social media sites where you can see pictures of each other, yeah? So first of all, for her to get his attention, I can only guess, but I'm quite sure, that whatever image she sent him in a DM or whatever Instagram picture she got up, she's probably naked in that fucker, or very close to it, or very sexual. Because women seem to do that all the time nowadays. You don't have to go through TikTok. I mean, if you go on TikTok, you don't have to scroll up very far and you'll see a woman bouncing their tits and showing her arse off. Yeah, I've already done a video on that. Yeah, so first of all, she's got his attention. Yeah, and as a young man who's in the yard, bored, he's going to be looking for tits and ass. Yeah, simple as. So she's got his attention, yeah. She DM'd him, and whatever it is, the conversation they've had, they've talked, yeah. So now he's invited her around. Said, well, I'm bored now, you got nothing to do. Or, in fact, I wouldn't even say that he invited her round. She's invited herself round. Because remember, like I said at the beginning of the video, yeah, he's worth 180 grand, yeah. He's a football star, yeah. Women will do shit like this for kudos and clout, yeah. Just to say to their friends, guess who I fucked last night, or guess who I'm with right now, yeah. Women will do that, and anyone who wants to deny that, well, you know what, you're an idiot, yeah. So now she's gone to his yard, yeah. They had a little bit to drink, and you know, right, being of that kind of person and not having that kind of money, it wouldn't surprise me if they'd done a little powder here and a little this, that, and the other. You know what I mean? That's what they do, right? So now, after that, now they're having a bit of party. She's gone there. He's giving her the D, yeah. And maybe it's just a matter of fact that she couldn't take it. My man probably got one wicked piece of wood. You know what I mean? He's an athlete. You know what I mean? She's probably used to these guys that work in chip shops and whatever. You know what I mean? 2.5 minutes and they're done. Yeah. He's a football player running around on the pitch for an hour and a half, or 45 minutes, yeah, hour and a half, yeah. And he probably just put some working on her. You know what I mean? He's in the yard, frustrated with himself and whatever, putting some work in. So he's probably broke her up. Right? So not only is she, right now, after the workout that she's just been given, yeah, maybe it's something, whatever they were taking prior to it, maybe it's just not made her, you know what I mean? He's just knocked her for 6. And she don't feel, you know what I mean? She just feels, look, she's not used to taking that kind of wood, whatever. Mix that with the drugs, yeah. She don't know what's happening to her. You know what I mean? Yeah, it could have been the first time she's probably had an orgasm for her. You know what I mean? And he's just like, my body, I can't stop shaking. You know what I mean? One of those ones. Yeah. If you're a man, you know what that means. Yeah. So after all that, she then called the hospital because she don't know what's happening to her body. She don't feel, she's unsure and whatever. And they take her off and do whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then he now gets, the police go around to his yard and then arrest him on accusations of rape. And for me, it's that conversation between when she left the yard and got to the hospital and got checked out where the rape came from. Yeah? Because you would assume that she would have been distraught. If she really got raped, right? Why didn't she call the police first? You know what I'm saying? She called the police. Oh, I don't feel very well. If you got raped, you'd call the police first. Then the police would call the ambulance for you, wouldn't it? I think that would kind of like make more sense, yeah? Rather than you call the ambulance saying, I don't feel very well. And then 2 hours later, now you're accusing them of rape. Something just don't add up there. You know what I mean? Something just don't add up there. Right? So, that's why, in my opinion, yeah, this whole story is bogus. Well, you know what I mean? And like I said, I'm not trying to take nothing away from women who have been seriously in that position, who have been accused, that have been sexually assaulted or whatever. I'm not taking nothing away from you, or from the women that have been in that situation, yeah? But situations like this, where you've got them clout chasing hoes, yeah, I'm going to call them what they are, yeah, when they're out there just trying to clout chase and get a little shine or whatever, when they find themselves in these predicaments, yeah, and then they want to turn around and start calling out rape, yeah, that's nonsense, yeah. You don't go to someone's yard, because, look, I'm not having that naive game. I'm not hearing that, yeah. I'm not going to hear, because this is how they're going to spin it, yeah. Well, we were talking online, and then he invited me to his yard, and I was just going to go around there and get his autograph and take a picture with him. But then when he got there, he wouldn't let me go, and then he raped me. Yeah, that's how they're going to spin this fucker. Yeah. Yeah, if he don't, right, you know what I mean? Unless he kind of like, because I think the trial's in June, right? So between now and June, yeah, they're going to give him some options, right? But if he don't take them options, that's how they're going to spin it, right? So he's going to look like like a criminal, yeah? Because the girl's 19, yeah? And the first thing I had to ask is, well, hold on, she's old enough to be put on blast here. Where's her name? Where's her picture in the paper? You don't see that. All you know that it's a 19-year-old girl. And I can only assume that it's a white girl as well. Yeah, now, that hasn't got anything to do with it. But you know what, yeah? It does in a way, because I can guarantee if it was a black girl if a black girl making these accusations, she would be the one that's being, if it was a black girl that would make this accusation, people would have been flipping it on her and making her out to be the liar, just how I'm doing it about this white girl now, right? I've got also other thing, right? And one other thing I wanted to say is this. For all you young footballers out there, yeah, right? You got to be careful about these girls that you meet online, right? Now, this is just a little bit of advice on the end of the story, right? Because there was an Indian guy not too long ago who had a 35 grand Rolex watch or something like that, and he got robbed, yeah? And everyone knows what a honey trap is. Yeah, so this could have turned out real bad for Callum, because she could have been setting him up. Yeah, and she could have been like, okay, then she goes in, cases the joint, she makes 2 phone calls. Next thing he knows, a 5-man squad come round there and do him something. You know what I mean? So Callum also, he shouldn't be naive enough to have randos just come into his yard. Yeah. Now this time he didn't get beaten up and he went taken for a honey trap. But at the end of the day, he's now got rape hanging over his head. And the thing is about rape charges, yeah, they don't go away whether you're innocent or guilty. If you're guilty, you're really fucked. But if you're innocent, yeah, the charge don't go away. That will hang over his head for the rest of his life. I mean, didn't it happen to? I mean, what's his name? Oh, I forgot his name now. You know, I hate when I forget someone's name in the middle of a show. The basketball player that died in a helicopter crash, yeah. 17 years ago, he was accused of rape, and all it and he died what, a couple of months ago, or was it last year? A couple of months ago, and that's the first thing they wanted to bring up. What is his blasted name? Yeah, it'll come to me. Yeah, but you get the point. Yeah, so those things don't go away, right? And so you have to really be careful about who you circulate with, and find yourself some good people, not some yes men. Can I assume that some yes men are just going to do, nah, yeah, you'll be alright, yeah. But anyway, I'm starting to ramble, right? But let me know in the comments below. You know what I mean? Do you think that this whole case is bogus, or do you think he genuinely did it because that's the kind of guy he just is? You know what I mean? But I'm out. Peace.
Am I? Yes. Am I? Yes.